You know without you I'm so lonely. When you're not here, 911 calling. Into your heat again, I'm diving. Darling you, baby.
Hi, we're three K-pop darlings, just chatting K-pop. I'm Mama J,
Missy,
and Baby K,
and T.
and Tinkerbell.
If you can see her on the
This is our
left.
special guest today. Her name is Tinkerbell.
She's a dog.
She's a dog,
Not a
not
rat.
a giant rat.
She
She's
looks
just
like
a dog.
giant rat.
She's a
She's a chihuahua.
miniature chihuahua. She's over 16 years old, so she's an old lady.
Very old.
Rachel, you're an old lady. You're older than me.
Lick ass.
Right. So
I actually have no idea what the topic is today.
that's
We don't have
there
a
isn't
topic.
one.
Oh, there is one. That's why.
We decided to just chat K-pop.
Yes.
Like our,
Yes.
slogan, tagline,
Just
whatever we say, just chatting K-pop.
whatever that is. Our
I know,
catchphrase.
right? Catchphrase.
There we
go.
go. Yay!
Catchphrase.
Woohoo! So yeah, what should we talk about today? Is there anything that you guys have thought about recently, or that I know you went to an event.
I did go to an event. And that was super fun.
Yeah.
It was my first event, actually.
Yeah, it was her first cup sleeve.
It was my
event.
first cup sleeve, and it was Stray Kids. It was super fun. I made lots of friends, danced for 2 hours, and then, yeah, it was really hot though.
Oh yeah.
So that was one of the downfalls, but it was super fun. It was very well organized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The K-pop events around here start off actually like last year. They just barely started kicking off, weren't quite sure how it would go, and then it's just blown up.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of fun. I've gone to quite a few. I was not there on Saturday for it because I was in another state.
Yep.
So
I can go.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
It-
facts.
I was the only one that went.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Learning
It
new
was fun to
things.
watch all the videos.
Yes.
Took a lot of videos, a lot of photos.
I'll put those up at the end. You can see how crazy
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a ton of people.
There was a lot of people, and the
Oh my
performances were
gosh.
so cool as well. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I love. So around here, when we have a cup sleeve, sometimes it is just legit a cup sleeve.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what a cup sleeve is, it is pretty much you usually meet at a boba tea place or at a coffee shop. Depends on
Who's
who's sponsoring it, who's doing the different things. And then there is usually a K-pop group or like people like us K-pop group, not like performers
Yeah.
K-pop group.
Yeah. Like
Um,
a dance covering
yeah.
group.
Dance covering group or people who just want to do events that are around K-pop in the area. And they'll have printed out cool little cup sleeves, the things that we put around our drinks to either keep our hands from getting super cold or hands from getting super hot. And around here, we usually have, it's a full event. It's not just the cup sleeve. Like there's usually tons of things you can buy at different vendors. There's
Food. Usually
tons
a
of food.
vendor.
Yeah.
usually at least one food vendor, if not multiple. Tons of dance covers.
Yeah.
And
They
then
do
they
the
did
random play
Random
dance.
play dance. Yep.
Or dance play.
Whatever that is. Random
The
K-pop
random
dance
dancing
thing.
thingy.
K-pop random dance.
There we go. I'm like, I know what it is, I just don't remember what order it goes in. Dyslexia, it's fantastic.
Not me, just them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo.
So, but yeah, so there's tons of fun things,
Yeah.
and luckily the community around here for K-pop is growing,
Yeah. It's
and it's really nice because you find super fun people at the events.
Yeah.
And I've been impressed with how many people I've found, I call it in the wild. You know, finding like a stay in the wild or an army in the wild.
Wow.
And my favorite thing is I'll be driving down the road and then it's like I see like an army sticker. And it's like, I try to like get up and be like, finger hearts. Though sometimes that doesn't go well. But sometimes you can't do two hands if you're driving. So
Nope.
finger hearts, guys. They make the world go round. Though some people might think you're doing something else, but it is finger hearts. So
It's
yeah.
a K-pop thing.
It is a K-pop thing. So yeah, but we're having more events.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's been so many things happening, like being released from all of our different groups.
Oh, definitely.
We got birthdays coming up for fandoms.
And birthdays coming up for fandoms.
Birthdays
some
coming up
that-
for
for
idols.
fans and idols.
Fans.
So it's really cool just to be able to celebrate, and that's one of the things I do like about cup sleeves is they usually try to base it around something.
Yeah.
So for the Stray Kids one, it was for Stay's birthday.
Yeah.
And they've done one for ATEEZ, which was around ATEEZ's birthday. You know, so tons of fun things, and hopefully we'll continue to go.
Yeah.
And
I know that I'm going to a few next week.
oh, nice! I'm excited
Yeah.
for you.
It's not a cup sleeve, but it's a skating event.
Nice.
It's
Let's-
a K-pop skating night.
I love the fact that it used to be like people be like, "What is K-pop?" And now there's still people who ask that, but it's a
Yeah.
lot more of like, "Oh, K-pop.
Oh,
Wait.
Okay.
Do you like those 7 boys?" I'm like,
What?
"Which 7 boys?"
There's a lot of them.
Because yes, BTS is one of the most known, and they are
Yes.
7.
Yeah.
But there's also like, you know,
And hyphen.
GOT7 and hyphen. And there's multiple groups who have even more than 7, which just pretty much
17.
17,
The
18,
boys.
the boys, you know, NCT.
NCT. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, legit.
NCT.
So many of you. But yeah, so I
Yeah.
think it's really cool that we finally are getting more of a community. And yeah.
At least in our area. I know that the K-pop community outside of where we live, there's a lot of that. And
Mhm.
I know that it's growing here in the Western United States.
Mhm.
And in the Americas in general, both
Oh,
South
yeah.
and North America,
Yeah.
the K-pop community is growing by leaps and bounds, and I think that there are a lot of those big 3 entertainment companies that are coming out of South Korea that are really responsible for that. They really are trying to take this to a global market.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
see how that goes, because one of the things I love most about K-pop is the cultural aspect of it, that it's very them. And if they take it globally, I wonder how they'll change it.
Yeah.
I think some of that, personally, I've seen that with BTS. They, to kind of break that wall further, because Psy definitely started
Definitely.
paving that road for all of the groups. And then it's like you had a few here or there that just kind of started down the path. And then like BTS, like they broke through that wall.
They hit it
And mostly
broke
with, yeah, they
But
hit
you
it
have
and
to-
broke it with Dynamite and
but look
Butter.
at the song. Look
Yeah.
at the songs, right? So
Yeah.
look at Dynamite, look at Butter. They're
They're
a little
more-
different than
and
what
Permission
they're
to Dance, much more westernized.
Yeah.
However, more of the stuff they started to release after started going back to that sound
Yeah.
that they had. And so something that I appreciate the fact that they did release Dynamite and Butter and Permission to Dance, though they're not my favorite songs, nor are they a lot of ARMY's favorite songs who have been there for a while. However, sometimes it's just the thing that kind of helps break open that door to get things out there. I mean,
Yeah.
because of Dynamite, it brought in different things and it's made things very popular on TikTok for different
sure.
things.
Yeah.
Like my friend looked at me last summer when Maniac came out and they were like, "I heard your group." I was like, which group? Because I do a lot
Be
of
more
music.
clear.
One.
And I'm like, I do a lot of music, and I also like a lot of K-pop. So I was like, which group? And she's like, the one with the deep voice. I'm like, oh, okay, Felix. What did you hear? And she's like, I keep hearing Maniac on my For You page on TikTok consistently. And I was like, good. We need more. So,
Yeah.
but it's been nice to see them break that wall and then, still go back to their roots. And
I think
but
that's
yeah,
one of
I
the
do
things-
worry that sometimes it's going to be a little bit too westernized, but I mean, music is growth.
Yeah, true. And artists change over time. They grow and they develop and they, they want to try new things and be different and push their boundaries. And I think one of the things that I appreciate about Stray Kids is that I feel like they've never not done that. Like from the beginning,
Yeah.
like they've
Yeah.
always kind of, every time they're releasing something, it's just different and new and it's not, it's, I love 80s, and so the comment I'm about to make, please don't take this wrong, 18 I love you, and I love me some pirates. But their sound is so similar through different releases. If you look, even just with this new album that's out, it's still the same sound. It's still the same vibe. Nothing is new. It's a lot of the stuff you're seeing, a lot of the choreo, a lot of the styling, a lot of the stage that it's still very similar to what they have done the year before.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at what Stray Kids did with S-Class, or
Uh-huh.
5 Star, I guess,
Yeah.
and it's not like
No.
the previous,
Yeah.
like Ordinary
That's-
and all of the other things.
That's something I've found has been very interesting because someone did a study, it was not me, so don't quote me exactly on this number, but someone took all of the technical genres that Stray Kids has for all of their different songs, and they have something like 100 or something, maybe. I know it was like 50, might have been 50 or 150, don't remember, but it's like they have all those genres. And so it's like almost every song that they've released has a slightly different genre. I mean, we have like Side Effects, which is more of that Australian EDM, like, raw. It's the only sentence I can say is Mori Aputa. My head hurts.
Comes
And
in handy.
It comes in handy for me because I get migraines a lot. So
Oh, me too.
yeah, it's great, huh? We are very similar.
Yes.
But one of the things that I do love about ATEEZ is they do have a lot of different sounds, but it still sounds like them. Like it's kind of different. But it's kind of one of the things that I love is I can start at the beginning of ATEEZ's discography and listen through and you can hear the growth.
True.
And it's like you have their first 2 albums, and then it kind of goes a little weird because it's like, ooh, pirates, ooh, holla holla, and then it's like, and wave. And so it's just, it kind of bounces a little bit, but yeah, they don't have quite as much of a bounce as Stray Kids, but it's like, but I kind of appreciate the fact that they found their sound so early that they've just kept growing with that. And it's like, and
Yeah.
Stray Kids has a sound,
But
but it's
They
like
don't-
their sound is here and they're going around like this. And
Well, and I
it's
feel
like
like-
ATEEZ is core, and then they're like, ooh, what if we roll the ball a little bit this way or that way?
yeah.
Personally.
So, and I think there's a lot of groups that keep in their sound, and I think that has a lot to do with who's in the group. Because if you think about it, and again, remember, know nothing really. I mean, the people I know most about are obviously ATEEZ and Stray Kids,
Yeah.
and that's why I personally talk about them the most. But I think about who is in those groups that drives them. You have 3 Ratcha, and you have Hongjoong, and all of these people write, produce their own music. You could put 17 in there because of
Oh,
Woozi,
yeah.
Yeah.
because their sound jumps They have
They
a
have
lot,
multiple
and
jobs.
Oh my gosh.
and because they are older and have been doing this longer, there's so much more volume to their discography,
Oh
and
my
so much more broad
Mm-hmm.
flavor to what they do. But
Yes.
they, some of these other groups that don't have those particular talents within their core are using it out of their company. And so if that company is got the same core people who are writing for multiple groups, you're not getting that same
Yeah.
idea. You're not getting that same oneness, that
Mhm.
ownership of what is truly you as a group, as a K-pop
Yeah.
idol group.
Very true.
I feel like we could put in G-Idol or Idol into
Yeah.
that Stray Kids 80s mix.
Mhm.
Because they do a lot of their songs are very different from each other, but they also kind of key in like a meaning, and it's
Mhm.
like their songs are amazing.
I agree.
they're a good girl group.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they have a
I
have to
think it's
mention that.
interesting to see the groups that have much more creative freedom, which I think is what most of the things that we like. Because it's like Stray Kids, they have complete freedom of
Creativity.
the creativity. I
Yeah.
mean, I know a lot of people when Case 143 came out, everybody was like,
What is that?
because it went from Maniac and it went from
Ah.
Thunderous, and then it's like Case
No.
143, and it was like, this is cute and pink, and it's like it went from black and green to pink.
Yeah.
We are pink, and it's kind of like, but it still went really well.
yeah.
And it's like with ATs, they tend to go more of that rock side, which I love. But it's kind of like, because Hongjoon and Mingi and some of the other members are starting to get in there, are working so hard with Edenary, who started doing a lot more with ATs, and they're also the ones that help do Zykers and stuff like that. So it's kind of like they have more creative freedom.
Yeah.
17. So, sorry. This is going to break off slightly. 17 is amazing.
I just had this thought of
I love
Esco
17.
beating people up so that his team could have whatever they wanted.
Exactly.
It's like, the thing is 17 deserves every single fan and every single thing. Because their company...
Hello, glasses.
Okay, you just want to chill. I'm like, do I join you?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Alright.
But with 17, they've pretty much had to do everything. Because
Yeah.
this might not go well for some of you. Pledis has not been the best company
Nope. Not at all.
in a lot, almost all the aspects. But
Yeah.
they did.
Asterisk, our opinion.
Yes, this is all our opinion.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I've always appreciated is it's like Pledis did give 17 that shot,
Yes.
which is fantastic. We are happy that Pledis gave the shot.
And
Because
man,
now
what
we
17
have-
did with it.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
17 they took it and they've ran. And almost all of their,
There are not
like,
any more
advertising.
hard-working idols in the business than
Oh
17.
yeah, because 17, they've done pretty much their whole entire push.
Yes.
Like the other group, like there's
You
been
can
other
say
groups
that a
do
little bit
their-
about ATs. They
A
had
little
to
bit
do a
about
lot of their own
ATs,
stuff,
they-
and
'cause
Stray
they
Kids,
were-
Stray Kids
had
in
to
the
do a lot
beginning.
of them,
But the
yeah.
reality is 17.
Yeah,
They did all of
17
this.
had
This
to
is
do everything.
their journey. No one has given them this.
Yeah.
They have earned
They
it.
have worked blood, sweat, and tears. I know that's a BTS song, but it's still the same thing. Like they pushed. They've pushed so hard, and something that I have loved is the fact that Uzi has so much like control of the different music because he writes, produces, he does all of the things.
Plays a bunch of instruments.
And he plays so many instruments. I found out recently that the man can play clarinet.
Yeah.
My family has clarinet players in it. They're okay. Like, they've done all right. And then I was like, so I saw him pull out the clarinet and I went, oh no. And then I heard him playing, I'm like, that's what it's supposed to sound like?
Oh gosh.
Sorry, family members, though I doubt you'll ever watch this. So yeah, but it's so cool to see how many instruments so many of our artists actually play.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
such.
the funniest thing I've ever watched was Felix and Bang Chan on Eric Nam's channel.
Oh my gosh,
And
yes.
talking about their audition.
And-
Because Felix is like, I just danced.
I did a freestyle,
A freestyle dance. And Bang Chan's like, what the crap? I had to do this, and I had to play instruments, multiple, and sing and dance. And
This is literally him. He's like, what? I had to dance, I had to sing, I had to play the guitar, I had to play the piano. Wait, what?
I felt so bad for the fact that Chan had to do that. Because it's like, and I have a feeling that after that thing, Chan pulled out his phone, went to the group text and be like, how many things did
guys
JYP
do?
make you do to audition? Because it's kind of like, some of them got in super quick. I mean,
Yeah.
Seungmin got in because he won a singing contest.
Contest,
And like Han went in and just decided he was going to rap because everybody else was singing. And it's kind of like,
well, that's like saying, hi, drop the mic.
Hi, I'm Han.
yeah.
There you go.
It's like,
that's
I'm
it.
gonna rap.
Facts. It's like, I love the fact that Han just did that. Also, whoever Han's friend is, thank you for taking him with you to
Yes.
the interview and tryout audition process. I have no idea who you are, and I am so sorry that you did not make it. But thank you for helping me get
Our
my
little Coca.
little Coca. I love him
To
so
where he
much.
is.
He's so cute.
He is
But
cute.
yeah.
He is super cute.
I've been talking a lot, which is
Not unusual.
not unusual.
FYI.
No.
No.
I'm an introvert. I know that doesn't seem like it. I'm comfortable here, so I will just chat.
I have to say,
Mhm.
for as many of those K-pop idols that have an eye, you would never know by watching their content and their fan meets and them on stage. I mean, think about this. You know,
Hoshi.
Hoshi.
I was
DK.
Hoshi and DK are both
I was gonna lob
introverts.
Son in there
Yeah,
because
Son.
because you look at Son, he's an eye, right?
Uh-huh.
But then, hello, he's the leader of the Demon Line.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of funny because almost all of my biases are introverts. And they are crazy because you see them in their comfortable environments, like me. When I go to a cup sleeve, I don't talk much. I stand there. I get excited to be there. You won't see me like doing lots of things because I
Okay, I know
don't,
she's
you
gonna
know.
claim to be an introvert. This one right here in the middle.
Okay,
The reality is that she shows up and then just boom,
uh-huh.
she's out there doing it, talking to people, and she's like, I'm an introvert.
I am an introvert. I am. Okay, you see me at school, you see me at school, you see me do any other thing. But when I'm excited about something I absolutely love, I'm gonna go out and I'm just gonna talk my way through everything.
So she's
So-
only an introvert when it's not K-pop. When it's K-pop, she's like our idols. Introvert everywhere else. When it comes to their K-pop idolness,
I can't even order
They're not.
food by myself.
I feel that on a deep level. I'm
when I
I'm-
go through drive-thrus by myself, I'm like stuttering and I'm like,
I
is
do
this why they
okay.
always make Joshua order?
Yes.
Yeah.
Joshua, you order.
You do the
You
Because
do
he's the extrovert who will actually do the things.
Yeah.
Oh, he's weird. I love him so much.
I freaking love Joshua. Did you guys see the thing where they made Joshua order in Seattle, and they were at this like seafood place, and I've actually been there. I got really excited when I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been at the restaurant.
Sitting where
Oh no, I knew where they were. Like I'm not
sitting at
quite
the same
that
restaurant.
crazy, but it was kind of like I was like, oh my gosh, they ate there. That's cool because the restaurant that they go to, and so they bring out the food and they just dump it on the table. because it's a seafood thing, and then they have
like it's a
mallets. It's a boil,
It's a boil.
but you get mallets to break everything. It was
I'm
my
sorry.
favorite thing.
Who thought it was
So
a
cool.
good idea to give 13 members of 17 mallets? Hello.
I thought it
It's
was
like
a
giving it
great
to
idea.
Lino. It's like giving
Yeah,
Lino any
don't
weapon.
give Lino a mallet. That's danger.
Stray kids, please go to the same restaurant. I want to see it. But it was so cool, like, when I saw that, and it was funny because they were making Joshua order everything, including Vernon. So it's like, they're going through, it's like, oh, this one wants a beer, this one wants a Coke, this one wants this. And then it's like, Vernon, chocolate milk. He's whispering, and like,
He's not even in Korean.
chocolate milk. Not in Korean. And he's like 4 people away from Joshua. And Joshua's like looking around like, hang on, what was that? And then it's like, chocolate milk. Oh, okay, and a chocolate milk.
And
Vernon, we love you.
This is why Vernon's my vibe.
So yeah,
This is why Vernon's
it's
one of my vibes,
it's
bro.
fantastic. Like I love
him.
that they do that. But yeah, like all of my biases are pretty introverted. And it's kind of weird because when you consider it's like San and, you know, DK and Woozy, like Felix has flirted the line. He's tested on the MBTI. Sorry, I keep pulling this down.
It's
guys.
okay.
You guys just get to see me just want the AT's flag because this is not mine. I want it.
It's baby K's.
It's baby K's and I want it. It's beautiful.
Thanks.
So, but yeah, like all of them, like, and Felix has taken the MBTI thing a lot of times, and sometimes he's been introverted, sometimes he's been extroverted.
That's what I think is interesting. Depending on the day, if you take
Mm-hmm.
the test, depending on how you answer those questions, your personality type can change.
Yeah.
So, just own who you are.
Yeah,
Think all good.
like it's like I don't mind the MBTI thing because I'm not gonna lie, every time I've taken it, I've gotten the exact same thing. INFJ people, are you shocked? You shouldn't be. Anyways, but it's definitely interesting because you see that some of it has changed and some of it, like, very rarely do you see all 4 of the letters change. Usually the thing I've seen that change the most is the last, either the first one or the last one. So, yeah. But, I don't know, I guess I like introverts. Actually, Jacob and Kevin, I think, are introverts too.
I have
It's
no
fine.
idea. The only people that I absolutely know that are not introverts out of my biases
Mm-hmm.
is Uyang
Uyang.
and Mingy. That's
Uyang
it.
and Mingy are not Uyang is not an introvert.
I love Uyang.
Okay,
oh my
so-
gosh.
When I first started to get into ATs, there were days where I was like, I don't know how they put up with this young man. I don't know that I could be in a room with him. Legit. Like, I just wanna, there are days when you're watching their content and you watch the way he is with all of, and just some of the stuff he does. And so I'm like, I don't know. He's like, if I had to rank, he'd be on the bottom because I'm not really sure I could handle all that energy. I mean, he just has a lot of it. But then,
Oh my gosh.
I watched him with those 2 cute baby girls.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm like, okay, I get it.
Oh,
I like you now.
like, oh yeah,
So this is where I fell in love on this
Yes.
thing because you get to see this other side, this different person when they're with these kids, right? And I would hope, and maybe it's just me because I'm old generation person and I don't live in South Korea, but I would hope that this would give you an insight into wanting them to have that for themselves and be willing to stay a fan even though they're going to move forward with their life. I mean, eventually anyone who stands a group is going to move on.
yeah.
You might, I will probably be a stay for my entire life. I'm going to be a stay. I'm going to be ATE my whole life. But, you know, at some point in time, my life's going to shift. Things are going to come into and out of my life that are going to make focuses someplace else. And I think we should give the idols the opportunity to do that without taking away everything that makes them an idol, right? So you don't have to stop being an idol just because you want to get married and have a family. You should be able to get married and have a family and still be an idol.
Exactly.
And you know, we can look at people like Psy or JYP. Maybe not JYP.
Please don't look. I mean, what?
I mean, he has done these things. The man is super successful. He's
Oh,
taken
yeah,
a career as an
sure.
idol and has kept himself in the public eye. He has kids. He has a life outside of it.
He has
He's
kids?
he's got twin daughters.
I didn't know that. I really don't
And
care.
Psy too has a family. And they've created a world where they still get to do all the things they love
Mm-hmm.
and still have all the benefits of everything else that you want in your life. So
Exactly.
I think that it's fun to see them on these shows. Granted, I don't look at them and go, oh, it'd be fun to have a kid with that guy. I did that, been there, done that. No, thank you. I did my time. Raised beautiful children. And I get to enjoy a totally different thing. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also don't look at that and be like, oh, I want to have a kid with that person.
Which I appreciate.
I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, they'd be like my best friend, bro.
I just think they would be fun to have, like, as my grandkids. Like, they could just
Oh, yeah.
show up and be like, oh,
You're my kid now."
You're my kid now. Come on in.
They're
Oh,
definitely.
Okay, so this is an open invitation, and this rule applies at my house every day of the week. You are always welcome here.
Oh yeah.
You can be my child anytime you want. I will take you in, and that doesn't go just for K-pop idols. It goes for anyone who needs a place to be loved and cared for. And that has been my life. And I have lots and lots of children all over this world that none of them look like, well, this one. None of them look like me. I have one. This one. The rest of them don't look like me. I have children from Africa, I have children from Asia, I have white children, I
The
have
random kid from down the street.
yeah, they just show up and I love them and I will keep them. And so, yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'd like. I'd like all those cute K-pop idols just to hang out in my kitchen and I'll feed them ramen.
See, and I'm sitting here like, I would like to feed all of them. And there's a few that I'd be like, oh, you're like my little brother. You are so cute. And then some of them I'm like, oh, you need to get married? I have an empty finger. Is that legit? No, but at the same time, you can live in Delululand as long as your feet
And
are
a
still
lot-
planted.
And I think
In
that
reality.
they promote that.
Yeah.
I
They
think
do.
that
They
the
very-
K-pop industry promotes the idea of that fantasy of your idol, right? And I think there is some power in that, and I love the idea of it. I love that there is a very powerful coping mechanism in there that is very helpful for lots and lots of young people who are going through stuff, and our world is not easy.
Yeah.
The youth growing up today, even us older generation, we have endured so many things. It's so crazy to think that just a few years ago we all lived in lockdown, right? Our lives were
Oh.
so different a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
As we come, you know, and so I think that having that is great. It is also extremely dangerous.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This could turn into obsession, and it could be detrimental to not only the person with the obsession, but the person who they are obsessed over. And so
Yes.
I think they walk this really fine line, and I feel bad sometimes for those idols because I feel like they aren't seen as people.
Yeah.
They're seen as things that belong to us.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that can be dangerous, and we've seen it.
So-
You've seen it. You've
Yeah.
watched them at the airports, right? Oh my gosh, let's not even talk about the airports.
See-
It's just so scary.
And that's the thing is it's the music industry has pushed that in general.
Yeah.
K-pop has taken it to a whole new level. But I remember when gonna jump to Western, the Jonas Brothers. I've been a fan for a long time, and they released new concert dates. I have tickets. I'm excited. Anyways, they're coming to my state now. Yay.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, wow.
That's why I got tickets.
That's awesome.
I'm not traveling to another state
I don't blame you.
except for K-pop because they don't come anywhere near us. Anyways.
Eric.
Oh, Eric. Yeah, Eric, we love you.
Eric always comes
We're
here.
gonna-
We love you.
We are going to go. And the Rose is coming here too.
Yes, yes.
I didn't know that.
I will not
should've-
be here for that, but that's okay. Anyways, but when Kevin Jonas got engaged, like, fans lost their crap. And so many people started doing what they have done for different groups, like Chen of EXO, and there's been other groups where it's like, oh, this person, people were trying to boycott Bobby from iKON because he has a kid and is getting married, he got married and such.
Yeah,
But
it was like,
sorry, that
he's
was
already married.
that was a while ago. My brain is still stuck somewhere around Kingdom. It's fine. So, but it's,
I'll tell you a story about Kingdom Legendary War later.
But yeah, so it's very interesting to me to see the people who are like, oh, I can't be their fan anymore because they're not available. I am sorry, sweethearts. As much as I have my Delulu thoughts of I would love to marry some of these guys and, bear their children or whatever, I know that's not like a legit thing. Like, there is only one Bang Chan, one Felix, one Sun, one of every single one of our idols. And there's millions of us.
Yeah.
So the chance is like 0.0000. Keep going with the zeros for a
The
long
reality
time.
is, think about this. They probably don't want to marry a fan.
Fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I
There's-
think they do in the way that they want them to be a fan of who they are as a person.
But they don't
wanna
want
marry
to marry
someone who
a crazy stalker
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
who lived in Delulu land for a
Yeah.
long time. So yeah, I think there's a inherent danger in the parasocial relationships that come out of the music industry in general. So anyway, on
Yeah.
a happier note.
On a happier note,
Okay, well, the reality is, people, if we want the K-pop industry to continue, we need them to get married and pass on their genetics so that the next generations after us can come about. I think about people like Hyunjin, who is it. He's the last of this line. He's, right? That boy needs to pass on those genes. Just,
I would
just
approve.
The pretty jeans that he had.
those beautiful genes. Right?
Facts. And
Bang
it's
Chan
true.
needs to pass on those genes. Someone else needs to have that incredible talent.
Yeah.
My brain keeps going to actual genes and passing them down the line.
Here's your
Here's you.
The Traveling Jazz. What's that show?
The
Sisterhood of the
Traveling
Traveling Pants. Not that,
No.
but yes.
But I mean, if Bang Chan wants to pass along his genes, I know lots of people would be okay with that. In both ways. So,
And now I have all those genes out of Super that I'm thinking those genes should get passed to somebody.
yeah. And then I'm
Those-
thinking,
those-
They made it too hot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and then they reappeared on a lot of other idols.
and so many people have rumored, oh, this idol is dating this idol.
Because of
Because
the
they
same-
shared, or because they have the exact same clothes. Do you guys realize they all of the stylists work together, and half of them all work
Yeah.
for the
Do you
KBS
realize they
and the
all
different
work in a
broadcasts?
very
all,
small
like-
community in Seoul?
And it's like half of the stuff is all in
Yeah.
things at the KBS studios, the different things. It's like people were really shocked when I think it was Yosong walked out in the exact same outfit that Felix did at different times, and people were like, oh, they're sharing clothes, and it's like, oh, they're shooting at the exact same place. It's
Yeah.
most of it's through KBS, so
Yeah. so,
don't
like,
think that they're all sharing clothes.
It's like a cycle.
And even if they were sharing clothes, I can guarantee a lot of other 18 have a very similar shirt to this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And a lot
we're
of
not
stays
the only
have-
I'm pretty sure a lot of states have like the same hoodie
Yeah,
that have sleeves.
I just took the
Mine
sleeves off.
don't.
might as well.
'cause-
But it's kind of like, yeah, all of these rumors of they're dating. It's like
What?
there's this thing called stores. They sell a lot of the same stuff.
Oh my gosh, you guys know that, right? You go to stores.
You guys go outside, right?
I don't. I mean,
No,
what?
they're anything
neither.
like us. No,
Okay.
outside bad, inside good.
Inside
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we should probably wrap this up so as we could talk forever. We'll do this again in the future.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah. Feel free to comment, of course, and suggest things you guys want us to talk
We
about.
want to hear your opinion.
Yeah. What if there's something that we've said that you don't agree with?
Yep.
Please be nice, but feel free to put your opinion. And also, if you completely agree with us, feel free to share it with your friends. You know, and we're here because we enjoy this, and we want to make sure that you guys enjoy it.
So like, subscribe, hit that notification button, follow us on social media, Instagram,
Tiki-taki.
TikTok,
Here.
Twitter. I don't
Please
know what
follow
it
us
is
here.
Here.
Private.
Here.
Anyway,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. Well,
Awesome.
bye from Mama J.
Bye from Miss C.
Peace out from Baby K.
And say goodbye, Tink.
And Stinky.
Stinky Tink says goodbye.
우리는 dropping like hot, hot, hot. 어제 you're feeling so hot. 우리 body like hot, 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 hot. 우리는 dropping like hot, hot, hot. 어제 you're feeling so hot. Yeah, I'm gonna do hot, 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 hot.
Take that photo.